Hi guys, welcome to Robin Hood Diaries again today with our new setup here, sound, background, studio. I preview tonight as really seeing the first run of major Broadway blockbusters and really legendary shows when they first opened on Broadway. So half of these, my little cheat sheet here, half of them are on Broadway and the other half, give or take, are here in Los Angeles. When they first hit town, it was usually the Schubert Theater in Century City that a lot of shows like The Wiz hit actually the Schubert, not the Amundsen. The Amundsen, part of the Music Center in downtown Los Angeles, which is three, the Amundsen, then the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, which is in the round, and then, oh God, the third one, I don't remember. But anyway, that's the Music Center. And so if it wasn't at the Amundsen, because the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion usually had like shows, not like musicals per se. It would be a very, very awkward venue for a musical. But anyway, this is no kind of travelogue. I'm not going to walk you through the obvious. This is not a Google search. This is my impact of seeing these shows live in person for the first time when they hit town. So that's not the kind of thing you can Google. So let's just jump right in, okay? Again, my cheat sheet with no glasses. Okay, so let's go to the very first one. The very first one was Hair. Now, it took a couple of years, give or take, for Hair, the original production of Hair, to hit Los Angeles. I don't know why. It didn't hit till like 70, and it opened on Broadway in 68. When it came in 70, it came to a theater that was the Moulin Rouge, actually, and hit that theater, and then subsequently, ironically, became the Aquarius Theater, which, Hair, Aquarius, I don't know if there's any connection there. I doubt it. But that studio had been around forever. It had hosted all kinds of old, like Lawrence Welk, God knows what shows forever ago. So I see this play. I'm 5 years old, hitting six. This is like Christmas, I think, of 1970. And first of all, low production value. Even at that age, I was surprised that it wasn't like maybe a bit splashier. Maybe that's what I expected at that age. But it was very low production value. If you know anything about that original production, it's very political. It's very all over the place. And it is completely unreliant on production design, essentially, except for places where they need to be to do their speak songs and their music numbers and so forth. So I'm following along as a 6-year-old. And lo and behold, at the end of the show, everything and everyone is naked. The whole cast strips naked, buck naked, excuse the term. And they're just all standing there, naked, 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 naked. So I did not quite know what to make of that. That is literally my earliest impression of a Broadway show, a bunch of naked actors. And that is like carved into my mental plate. I can tell you there were like 4 up front and then graduating sizes behind them. And they had dropped their clothes, and that's the end of the show. So I don't know. I have never seen the show. It hit town in small theaters since then. I never saw it. But let's go chronologically here. Now let's go to The Wiz. When The Wiz first hit Los Angeles at the Amundsen, I believe, it was taken over by Ren Woods. Ren Woods was the lead African-American actress in the movie Car Wash. She was also a stage performer, and she took it over from Stephanie Mills, which I really wanted to see Stephanie Mills do it. But Ren Woods was very good. She was very good in it. Again, not the kind of production value that you might expect, at least at the time. Nothing splashy about these shows, at least in my experience back then. The Wiz was very kind of minimalist,